MiniBrain wakes up at 10 a.m., lazy again. Today, MiniBrain promised himself he would finally wash the dishes, clean his room, and conquer the giant mountain of laundry. But MiniBrain suddenly has a better idea. What if he did it tomorrow? Tomorrow. The magical land where motivation and energy are unlimited. Your room cleans itself, and laundry somehow folds itself like magic. Tomorrow is when MiniBrain becomes a productivity superhero. But today he does absolutely nothing. But why is that? Why does tomorrow always feel so much easier, magical, and somehow perfect? Why does your brain believe tomorrow you will finally have everything under control? Chapter 1. The two versions of you. Your brain doesn't see you as one person, not even close. It sees two versions of you battling for control every single day. There's today's version of you, tired, lazy, a little overwhelmed, the one who just wants an easy life, the one that deserves some rest because he's recovering from life itself. And then there's tomorrow you, the superhero version your brain completely worships. Tomorrow you is stronger, smarter, and more disciplined. Tomorrow you will clean the room, do the laundry, start the diet, fix the habits, and become a productivity machine. And your brain loves tomorrow you, because tomorrow you doesn't exist yet. Tomorrow you is perfect because he's imaginary. Chapter 2. The brain's deadline illusion. Your brain has a weird glitch. It thinks that future effort is basically free. If something requires energy today, today you are tired, stressed, and emotionally done. But if the same task is pushed to tomorrow, suddenly it becomes light as a feather. Why? Because your brain can't feel tomorrow. It only feels now. So every annoying task gets dumped into the magical safe storage unit in your brain called future stuff, where supposedly there's unlimited energy, zero stress, and infinite motivation waiting. This is why today's problems feel heavy, but next week's problems feel like a cute little to-do list. Your brain disconnects the task from the effort. It doesn't think about you dragging your body through it. It just thinks, tomorrow guy can handle it. And that's the illusion. Tomorrow feels easier not because tomorrow is special, but because your brain refuses to imagine the real cost. It's like sending your future self an invoice you know you'll never pay today. Chapter 3. The dopamine trap. Your brain loves shortcuts, especially emotional ones. And here's one of its favorites. It gives you a small dopamine reward just for thinking about doing something, not doing it, just planning it. You say, tomorrow I'll start working out, and your brain goes, wow, amazing, look at this champion, and hands you a tiny hit of dopamine. You feel a little proud, a little relieved, as if progress already happened. But nothing happened. You didn't move a muscle. You just got paid up front for work you didn't do. This is the trap. The brain confuses intentions with actions. It treats imagination like achievement. And that tiny hit of dopamine tricks you into thinking everything is under control. So the urgency disappears. You feel good now, and the task gets pushed away again. Not because you're lazy, but because your brain is celebrating a victory that never actually occurred. Chapter 4. How to break the tomorrow loop. Here's the twist. You don't need discipline, motivation, or a personality transformation. You just need to make today's version of you slightly less terrified of starting. That's it. Your brain only delays tasks because they look too big, too heavy, too annoying. So you shrink them. You don't clean the whole house. You pick up one thing. You don't start a new routine. You do 30 seconds. Give your brain something so small it can't panic. Because once you start, even just a little bit, the illusion collapses. The magical tomorrow suddenly doesn't matter anymore. All that imaginary motivation, irrelevant. The real progress is happening right now, in the smallest possible step. And that's how you break the loop. You stop negotiating with the superhero version of yourself and give the real you something simple enough to actually do. Momentum takes over, the task becomes lighter, and the brain finally realizes, today you aren't weak. Today just needed a smaller door to walk through. If MiniBrain made you think or laugh, do something productive and press like and subscribe.